guys? Welcome to the second episode of Bad Input Podcast. We're a bunch of niggas with badass input. Today we got Paige as always, Pixel as always, and Rose as always. Okay, say what's up, guys.
If we do not get 200 billion likes on this
Okay,
video,
in the story. Okay, so today, so
don't
today,
cut my ass off
so
like that.
today's podcast we're talking about.
It's gonna give a whole punch.
Also,
Damn,
real
you're
after
not
quick,
gonna let me
real quick.
introduce myself? Alright,
No,
let's
fuck
do
you.
this. Alright then.
Okay, you introduce yourself.
My name is Ty, aka Rose. I am that monotone nigga. Alright, let's get on to the topic, shall we?
So, real quick, before we start anything, I just want to give a moment of silence to Kobe Bryant and his daughter, his family, and everyone else who passed in a helicopter crash. I am very deeply sorry. So I just want to give them about maybe 10 seconds of silence. Okay, I think that's long enough. Anyways,
Yes.
so today's topic we are talking about Nintendo's lawsuit.
Fanbase Dropping.
It's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah.
It was
Okay.
dropping before it even started.
So we're talking about the Stadia player base dropping, Nintendo lawsuit, Dying Light 2 delay, what we hope for, our hopes for the future consoles such as PS5 and the new Xbox, and I guess we can talk about the music that we're listening to also. So let's start with the Stadia player base. Paige, you can go first.
Yeah. The Stadia player base has dropped very significantly. Let me look it up really quick. Let me grab it. But it started out not very good anyway, but it dropped. Let me find numbers really quick. You guys talk. You guys talk about why this is the case.
If you want my opinions on the Stadia player base, I personally think the main reason it dropped is because it never had any fucking like to begin with. I'm sorry, me looking at the fucking Stadia, I had no hope in this shit from the beginning. I was looking at this
I didn't
shit.
even know what it was. I couldn't even tell it was a console from the ads.
I saw a controller. That was all.
A controller.
Like it was the
Found
wackest
the-
shit.
I
thought
found
it was
the.
supposed to be something like Steam.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
something.
Nah, bro, it's just Ouya 2. Like, that's
Basically,
exactly
It's a
yeah,
what it
fucking
is.
leapfrog, nigga. It's a leapfrog.
I
It's
found
a
the,
leapfrog.
Don't disrespect
tablet.
Leapfrog. Don't disrespect Leapfrog. That shit was flagrant.
Ah, yeah, my bad.
player count on the console's biggest game, Destiny 2, has dropped from 20,000 to just over 8,000, which that's terrible for the fucking console's biggest game. But
Yeah.
I feel like this was probably I feel like I predicted this, and I feel like everybody predicted this when they first heard of the fact that
But,
it's
wait, real
it's a
quick.
console that you don't. It's for people who don't play a lot of games, because if you do play a lot of games, you'd already have another console,
Yeah.
and don't really want to play the newest games because it only games from like last year and the year before that.
It's also
And
people
I don't
that
think-
make very stupid financial choices.
Yeah, for them
Quite.
too. But I don't think it was gonna. When I first heard of this, I didn't think it was gonna go very far anyway. I'll be honest.
The
Oh,
fact
no,
is the
it was-
concept,
It
though.
was never gonna take off.
Yeah.
The concepts just seemed alright, but the fucking way that they did it was just bad.
Yeah.
Should-
When I was watching like the ads and commercials and shit for it, like I just, as Caleb said, like I had no idea what it was until I had it explained to me what it was, and when I had it
Yeah.
explained to me what it was, I was just like, oh, okay, this is gonna flop. Like
I had to figure it out via a shit posting commentator YouTuber.
That's
And
terrible.
also, it's one of the requirements for even playing the Stadia is that you're the only person in the house that's using Wi-Fi at any given time,
Oh, for
or
real?
else the frames will drop pretty
That's-
heavily.
That's terrible.
They
Nigga,
already do.
what?
What are you
Hey,
talking
also,
about?
real quick, Paige.
Yeah, they already do, but they're gonna be
Paige.
bigger.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but real quick, I don't know why you sound like a Decepticon, my nigga, but you gotta fix that shit.
Do I sound bad?
Yeah, you sound like a robot, bro.
I don't hear that shit.
I
do.
don't either.
Really?
Shit,
Bro,
I
that's
don't
you-
know why.
Bro, that's
I
something
guess
with your
that's me,
PC
nigga.
and OBS.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know what
nigga.
to tell you.
I have no idea, bro.
Nope. I
That's
blame Discord.
OBS.
I blame
One
Discord.
millisecond.
Tyler. It out.
I'm keeping that in the podcast. I don't care.
And so do you. What are you talking about? So do you.
Anyways.
No, I don't.
You said, "Oh yeah, let me keep that in mind." Nah,
I
I
said-
remember that.
I said it's a good idea.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Anyway, the Stadia flopped in the story.
Yep. Stadia player
Yeah.
base dropped even though it never had one. Moving on. New topic.
Okay, so next topic, we're talking about the Nintendo lawsuit. Apparently so basically whenever you go ahead and pre-order a game, and you try to go ahead and cancel the pre-order, Nintendo won't let you do it, and you basically just wasted your fucking money. I can see why they did it, and I can see why people wouldn't want them to do it. But what's your opinion on that, Caleb? Let's start with you this time.
Okay, so me personally, I've never really been that big a fan of pre-ordering games, so I don't really have it. The only game I've ever pre-ordered is Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters. But I think it's understandable what they're trying to do because we talked about this before the podcast started. Our friend Spot did some shit where he pre-ordered some shit, canceled the pre-order, but still got the shit.
Yeah.
So I don't believe this is like done out of malice. I think this is just them trying to cover their own ass and not get their shit stolen.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a better way of doing that though, because this blocks like if you pre-ordered a game but want to get like a better or a bigger, like a deluxe edition of a game or something like that, or if you want to switch like platforms completely, this
Right.
prevents you from really. You basically have to have mine completely made up right like before the game comes out.
Well,
It's retarded.
to
They
be
wanted like,
fair-
"Oh yeah, let me get a bigger thing." It should have just got at the very beginning though. Just
To be
That's a
fair,
good point.
you
Yeah.
probably should have already had your mind made up when you go to
Yeah.
actually purchase the thing.
To be honest, like
Yeah.
I feel like you're dumb if you like go ahead and pre-order a game and then like months later before it comes out you're like, never mind, I don't want this anymore. Like you already like at the beginning you
Fun
said you
time.
wanted it. What
had your
happened?
mindset on that. No.
And if you're worried about the quality of the game for any reason, like say if it's another fucking Dragon Ball Bandai game that you're not sure if it's going to be good or not, fucking wait until you see more
Yeah.
before pre-ordering it.
Fucking wait
That's
till
what I'm
I
saying.
guess
I
some
can-
shit about it.
I can understand that.
People see a trailer for Call of Duty and pre-order that shit. Like,
Right. Well, Call of Duty, at least they kind of know what they're getting themselves into.
Yes.
I mean, true, but I'm just saying,
I
like, in
was-
games in general,
I will say this though, the new Call of Duty is pretty good though. I will definitely say that though.
it's alright.
I like it.
What were you saying, Paige?
Who here is fine with pre-ordering games? I'm fine with pre-ordering games as long as because I already games I pre-order I'm already know I'm going to buy.
I mainly do it.
But
what you said?
Yeah. Me,
Go ahead.
I'm with you,
Okay,
Paige,
okay.
though, because the only game I really pre-ordered was Mortal Kombat 11, and I still, enjoy that game. It's still one of my favorite games of 2019, as we said.
Mainly,
But I just like letting you know it's still a pretty decent game.
yeah. Mainly
Yeah.
when I pre-order games, like, I either have to know I really like the game beforehand, or there has to be like a benefit. So like, let's say for like Dragon Ball Fighters, I was tempted to pre-order that game because I think if you like pre-ordered it, you got some shit with it or something, right? I don't know. I'm not sure.
You got 3 really nice drawn murals and exclusive figure of Goku going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, like
That's pretty lit.
I was tempted to pre-order it just because of the figure, shit like that. And like when you have like little add-ons like that, like I feel like it makes it more enticing to go ahead and pre-order it instead of
Right.
just like pre-ordering the game, but all you get is the base fucking game.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
kinda-
that. But I
Oh,
also
yeah.
just pre-order games that I know I'm for sure already gonna buy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like
So I
that
haven't
too.
really had a problem with like pre-ordering something and having to cancel, but I do think it is kind of like anti-consumer to be like, we have your money for good. And the reason that they won this lawsuit is because the game already preloads on your console when you pre-order it,
Yeah.
which
Right.
goes back to the spot thing. But
That's dumb.
The spot thing.
I still
Spot thing.
I still think I still think it's kind of like anti-consumer to like keep the money even after like the game isn't out.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
they should have
you know what I
like just a big yellow text box saying, "If you pre-order this, you will not get your money back if you want."
There should
So-
there should be a warning like
so
that.
the real
There should be the middle
question-
ground that they went with.
yeah,
Correct.
the real question is, so a lot of people that I know personally, pre-order physical. So they go to fucking GameStop or somewhere and they pre-order the game to get it physical.
Right.
Obviously you're talking about how it automatically downloads the preloaded file onto their Switch, which means they're probably just doing it over Wi-Fi. Or they're doing it on their Switch or pre-ordering it digitally. Why would you even at that point? Because like for me personally, if it's digital, if I buy it, there's no point in me trying to like return it if I already know I like it. Like
Right.
why would you go ahead and pre-order a game that you don't know anything about digitally, which is harder to fucking return in the first place? I don't
like. This is such a situation where there's so many variables to where it's not a problem if you just use your brain.
Yeah. Stop
But
being
then
small
again, some
brain.
people don't use their brain, aka half of this entire Earth.
They got smooth brain.
That's their own fault.
They got smooth
Well, of
brain,
course.
bro.
Like dumb. But anyway,
He said like that. Ah, shout out that nigga dummy. Anyways,
Oh, fuck that nigga. He don't get a shout out. Cut that out.
I ain't cutting shit out.
wait, hold on. You say you fucked them? Oh,
What?
huh?
That's gay. Anyways,
You allowed to say that.
y'all
That's
sus.
what I heard.
Y'all sus.
Shit, you heard wrong.
Y'all sus. Anyways,
Understandable.
I guess we can talk about now, the Dying Light 2 delay. I like Dying Light 1. I wouldn't say hype, but I'm kind of looking forward to Dying Light 2. What are y'all thoughts on that getting delayed? Probably the same as last week.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's let Tyler go first this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
Go ahead.
So I did hear about Dying Light 2 probably getting delayed just because of how big this game was. I don't recall. I think it's supposed to be a little bit bigger than the first Dying Light though. Because wasn't Dying Light an open world game in a way?
Yeah. It was kind of like Fallout. Not Fallout. It was kind of like a Far Cry, but with zombies.
Yeah. But I definitely did enjoy seeing some of the Dying Light, and I actually do want to play that though. But again, it comes down to the fact of like what we said last week of, hey, if the game's getting delayed, then that's a good thing, but also a bad thing, but mostly a good thing, just because
Right.
the game will be pretty much as perfected as what
As
the company
possible,
wanted
yeah.
to be.
Right. It's like if you want to know what we think, see the first podcast.
Yeah, basically, bro.
We don't need to
Shameless-
go over shit
Shameless
again.
plug, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Wanted to add the factor that it's delayed indefinitely with no like release quarter or anything.
Mm.
That's fair. Ooh, I didn't know that.
I mean, if that's
Yeah,
the
I
case,
know that
I don't
either.
know. Even then,
'Cause-
like,
This usually happens with movies, but usually if shit gets delayed with no foreseen like future, like we don't know when it's coming out, usually that's kind of like the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
but it also-
Yeah, which it would be unfortunate for a game like this. It sounds like the scope of it sounds like interesting
but the
and
thing
sounds
is-
crazy.
Thing is, Dying Light did pretty well, didn't it?
Yes.
The first one,
Question
yeah.
mark?
My question is how far in development are they? Because like, if it's some shit like where like, let's say they delay it because like the company's fucking going out of business or some shit.
Also, Telltale shit.
You know, some Telltale shit like
Sadly.
like if that's the case, then that's some fuck shit. But if they're just delaying it with no further release date, they probably could just be taking all their like time with it, and then
Right.
out of nowhere, just like next year, be like, oh yeah, it comes out this year or some shit.
Yeah.
As far as how much progress they have, the fact that they don't have like a release date tells me that They're not-
close to being
they're-
done.
yeah, they aren't anywhere close.
It might
Like
be some
probably
shit. It might be some shit like Metroid Prime 4 where they're not happy with how the game's turning out at all, so they might be scrapping the whole thing.
Shit,
Yeah.
games do that a
Half-Life 3.
shit ton. Shit, if we didn't get a scrap game, Overwatch wouldn't fucking exist.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Does Overwatch 2 need to exist? I don't know.
No. Overwatch 2 would just be a story mode. Anyways.
Correct. You're right.
Everyone wanted a story mode. They said, "Fuck it, buy it."
No
That's
DLC,
facts.
just whole game.
That's facts. So, let's go on to the next topic, I guess. What are your guys' hopes and dreams for the next gen consoles?
Dreams.
I'm gonna start with you, Paige, and then go to Caleb and Tyler, and then me.
I'm gonna throw it to somebody else because I don't really know besides like the
Alright,
like 4K big stuff like that.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this just new consoles or what we want to see on consoles as a whole?
Just the new consoles coming out.
Okay, the new consoles. So specifically, with PS5, I know this is gonna be a thing, because we pretty much already know this is gonna be a thing. But I would love backwards compatibility. For
Fucking yes,
all the
bro.
previous
Yeah.
Free.
So isn't that confirmed already?
Pretty much. It's
Okay.
basically like they didn't say it yet completely, but they basically said it. You feel me?
Yeah, cause they fucking bro, Xbox did it, and I'm like sitting here watching Xbox One players play fucking Black Ops 2 and shit, and I'm sitting here fucking bored as hell and got shit to play.
That's like the reason only I wanted to get Xbox One just because of Black Ops 2.
That's
Speaking
what I'm
of Black
saying.
Ops 2, why don't we get a remaster of that? That'd be nice. Anyway.
Because Call of Duty doesn't care.
Remaster of Black Ops 2 on PS5? Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe an advanced. Maybe just saying an Advanced Warfare 2.
Advanced Warfare would be fine, but niggas don't like fucking jetpacks.
I mean, I didn't really get into Advanced Warfare, but it was actually alright for what I played, though. So,
It was
Advanced Warfare
definitely-
2, yes.
It was definitely the best out of the advanced movement shit.
It
But
was
back on
cool.
topic, backwards compatibility would be fire. I would love to play some of them old PS1, PS2 era games, all the Silent
Tony
Hill
Hawk.
games, Tony Hawk, all the Legacy of Kain games. Y'all probably don't even know what that is.
No, I do not.
I know what Legacy of Kain is. I know what Legacy of Kain is.
Shit's fire.
I do have one request, okay? Because, like, I don't know if this is just me, and I know they come in bigger sizes, but, like, give us more space on our fucking consoles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
that's
tired.
how
I'm
it is.
tired of
500
download.
gigs is
God.
definitely.
I'm tired of.
500 gigs is definitely not going to be enough for new next-gen consoles. It needs to be at least starting at a
No way,
terabyte, though.
Bro, I'm tired of downloading fucking 5 games and being out of space.
I ain't gonna have-
That's why.
y'all gonna hear my play for a second, but I'm gonna count how many games I have exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That shit
9,
loud.
10. Just 10. Sorry. I
I
know.
feel like I can only have like
I
7
said,
or 8.
I said y'all can hear it. I'm sorry.
I
I
feel
feel
like,
like I can only have fucking 7 or 8 games on my console at any time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
you know, I like my 500 gigabyte.
They
Terabyte.
they've kind of
Fuck.
already.
I don't
Sorry.
know what I'm saying.
Would you like to continue? You want me to say what I wanted to say?
Well, to continue, my 500 gigabyte PS4 makes me just have anxiety of me thinking I'm going to run out of storage when I bought that 5 terabyte hard drive. When I'm like, oh yeah, I got like 3 terabytes left. Anyway,
Honest. But I was about to say, I feel like that situation's already pretty much remedied with shit like the PS4 Pro having how many? I know it has like 1 or 2 terabytes on it, don't it?
it is a terabyte to start with.
Okay.
You should make it like a
Because-
default though with the base console.
No, I know
Correct.
that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much already remedied.
Oh.
But the thing is, they're probably gonna have to scale that up because with a new generation of consoles coming out, games are only gonna get bigger. And
Yeah.
1 terabyte soon enough won't be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear something that's a major L?
What's up?
There is an Xbox 360 that came with the Kinect that only had 4 gigabytes of storage.
I had that one.
That had fucking what?
I had that.
4
Listen,
gigabytes.
I had that fucking Xbox. That was my first Xbox. And
Oh my
at the
God.
time, I didn't know anything about storage. And of course, my mom didn't. So, not knowing shit about storage, we bought the cheapest one. And I just had to keep buying fucking flash drives. Like fucking, I had like a 16 gig flash drive with like fucking Halo on it and shit.
I hate to say it. I love the Xbox 360. I love its library, but it was a shitty piece of hardware.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, bro.
You're correct.
That shit is garbage. But
When it
it's the
came to Red Ring, 4 gigabytes of storage apparently. Nigga, what
the
fuck?
Connect.
I will look it up right now. Give me a second.
My first Xbox had a
Bro,
red
why
ring.
you looking it up? You have proof right here. I had it.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
right.
garbage.
Never mind, because Caleb didn't listen, and then I was like, oh yeah.
This shit is
Anyway.
garbage. What were you saying, Paige?
I was gonna say I know what I want from the consoles. I just thought about it. I want to see more crossplay stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, most def.
Like
That's
I
definitely
definitely
gonna
want to
happen.
see more.
That's
Like
also
if-
getting fixed mostly because of how many server merges have happened with shit like Minecraft.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you're making an online game in any time from now to the next 10 years or something, if you
You need to
don't
look
have
at crossplay.
if you don't have crossplay, what the fuck are you doing? Like
Yeah.
literally.
That's right.
I wanted to
I
see
like
more
that they're fixing
crossplay. I want to see what Half-Life Alex does with VR because I've heard from a few people like Alana Pierce and like a few people from IGN that what Half-Life does for VR is gonna be like insane. Like they've like it's supposed to be more accessible and it's supposed to be like more detailed and in depth and
Yeah.
shit like that. So I want to see what they do with that, and I hope it becomes like more accessible and you can use it like regularly.
The technology behind VR is amazing, but it is not at all consumer ready yet.
It's not.
The-
Yeah,
The
That was
headset
quite
is clunky
good.
as hell. You need all those camera setups, and you need a whole fucking room dedicated to playing. this
Actually,
shit.
let me say something about the camera. I think it was Oculus that came out with one thing where you don't
Yeah.
need any cameras and it's just
Oculus-
wireless completely.
Oculus and I think a HTC Vive came out with a headset where you don't need cameras.
Yeah, you just
But-
charge it and
That's
it just
crazy,
actually
though.
works like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting a VR, but I'm gonna wait until they get better eventually, cause like,
yeah.
bro, my nigga,
Oh, yeah, and also,
if I'm
I mean-
alive when they come out with some SAO type shit, just know I'm never waking up.
Probably. Put the needle in my arm.
That's
me
what
on
I'm
life
saying. Put me on life
I'm in.
support, bro.
I'm in this shit. I'm about to
Put me
fucking
on
run
life
away, bitch.
support. Take one of my kidneys.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The fucking.
I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, we're all probably gonna be cyborgs anyway. So you know.
true. But
Correct.
Yeah.
walk around looking like a fucking Terminator and shit.
Exactly. I'm
Right.
gonna have
Also,
I have to specifically install to play the Terminator theme whenever I walk around. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Shit. And
I also want to see like more like single player games, like because we've had like early on in this console generation, people were saying that single player games were pretty much dying, but
that's not
we
true.
had
That's
like
not
a
true at all.
second, like
That's
a
That's very
renaissance of like single player games recently, haven't we?
Like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War 4, there's
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, Last of Us 2 coming out. Unless
Hollow Knight, Celeste.
Shit, even indie games, yeah, like fucking Hollow Knight,
Yeah.
Celeste, Indivisible, Shantae, like
Undertale, Deltarune.
Yeah, I'd say we had more of an indie game renaissance than anything, honestly.
I
That
feel
too, yeah.
I
Whoever
feel
the
like
fuck said single player games died is just retarded.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
bro, fucking
Right, dummy.
multiplayer games die fucking faster than single player games, honestly.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, they definitely do. But I just want to see more like more developers put like more confidently put their foot into like making a single player game and not
Yeah.
like trying to make it like fuse it with like online shit.
Alright.
I want to see more artistic works instead of just trying to get something out for fucking money. I get that's the point of a company, but I feel like in a long run you get more money out of a work of art as a game than just a fucking cash cow.
It's like here's how I like to put it. Okay, if you want to make a lot of money, you make a good game, and then the people will buy it.
Yeah. I mean, shit, if
Yeah.
you want to put it in terms of like YouTube,
It's
bro,
pretty
you
simple.
fucking, as long as you make, there's ways you can go ahead and make videos and instantly fucking blow up. But all those ways are shitty.
Yeah,
You can
well,
become a
yes.
fucking reaction channel
Or
if you want
just,
to, but that's shitty.
make like 6 FNAF games.
Make 6 FNAF. honestly,
Mr. Fulton.
honestly, we could talk about this next time, because FNAF is still fucking, like a good fucking topic. But like,
Yeah.
I still want to know what that
It's-
shit's going on.
How long,
It's
how long have we
relevant.
been going?
There's still
on
more
this
games
one?
coming out.
Yeah, I know. There's another game in the works, and it's crazy. Anyways,
Um,
How long have we been going on this one? We could talk about that.
I mean, yeah, actually, no, yeah,
Shit,
we
that's
can.
fine.
Shit, fuck it.
let me actually say my shit before.
Why
we
the
go
fuck
into
is
that, alright?
FNAF
Alright,
keep
go ahead.
going?
So when it comes to just like next gen console, what I want to see is pretty much high refresh rate support, maybe even 200 hertz,
Eh,
which is just a long,
I'll
which
give.
is just like a long shot, but also having at least a few games on release, other than like how the Switch only had a Link for just
Yeah.
Had
Link.
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 I literally had brain fart, and all I just remember was Link.
It's cool. It was a really good joke. It's
Breath of
fine.
Link.
The Breath of Link.
It's just a game of that nigga going.
Beautiful.
All right.
How about
Listen,
that?
DLC.
I'm gonna say one more thing before we move on from this topic.
Yeah.
I would like to see more exclusives that aren't Halo and made by Naughty Dog.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
for
listen,
sure.
don't get me wrong. I like Halo. I love Naughty Dog, but give us new shit, please.
Xbox needs like some shit that isn't Halo. I don't want to. I
Xbox
don't.
needs literally anything else besides Halo, because Halo.
Personally, I don't care about.
I mean, they
Master
had-
Chief.
I mean, can you even really count Halo as a exclusive now since it's on PC? Same with
At
like
this
True.
point,
Xbox.
not-
No.
at
If
this
it's on,
point, not anymore.
if it's on Xbox, it's not an exclusive because you can play everything on Xbox on PC or PlayStation.
Right. Xbox
Correct.
has not been competitive with their exclusives in such a long time.
They
When-
just, they don't.
And then you
care.
have shit like PlayStation, who released fucking absolute bangers with their exclusives. God of War 4, both the Crash and Spyro trilogies. PS,
Remastered of Ratchet and Clank.
yeah, Sony fucking killed it with their exclusives as of recently. Hold on, waiting for that Jack Daxter remaster. I'm just saying.
Shit,
Preach.
I-
Thank you.
Oh, that's something we could talk about. I just remembered this shit. So for everyone here who has played Horizon Zero Dawn, all right,
I have.
they're making Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and they're talking about implementing multiplayer. Now,
Hmm.
most people see this as a bad thing, but me personally, I feel like in general, it's not the worst thing ever, and I feel like it
No.
would turn out really good, especially
Well, the
since
question is, are they going the Fallen Jedi Order route or the
Well-
Last of Us route?
no, because like the company itself, they
Mhm.
started off making fucking like first person shooters. Killzone, which originally released on a PS4, like when it dropped, they
Right.
made that. So they went from first person shooters to a fucking RPG.
Right.
So that itself is crazy, and they made a really good fucking game. And I feel like they have enough experience with working with multiplayer in general that I feel like they would have a good multiplayer experience with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
feel like
feel
they would do a
like-
good job.
Horizon being a multiplayer game. Have you guys played the Uncharted 4 multiplayer? I feel like it would be similar to that in a way, but
Yeah.
without like the guns for sure.
Yeah.
But it would be like similar to that, but with like bow and arrow and shit you can do in the game.
Yeah. That'd be
I
cool.
feel like
though.
that'd be dope. Yeah.
That'd be really
Right.
fucking dope. And then
If
you
they,
still
went,
got
if they
the.
went that route and did something like Uncharted or Last of Us, because Last of Us had one of the greatest multiplayers of all time, no cap.
I mean, I
Need to
never.
play that.
I
But
never,
yeah.
I never played The Last of Us multiplayer, so I wouldn't fucking know.
Heard it was
The,
good.
the
Though.
multiplayer was fucking amazing.
I never got to play it, but I did play / see gameplay of Uncharted online, and that looks fun, and it is fun. Sadly, I don't own the fucking game, so I didn't get to play it for long. But
I think the Nathan Drake collection just became free on
Oh yeah,
PS
the
Plus,
Nathan Drake.
so
Well, I don't think that has multiplayer on it though.
it doesn't, sadly.
that's homo.
I don't think it does though. I haven't actually played it yet.
Yeah, I mean, but I have hopes
Like-
in it, and all the fucking Horizon / PlayStation fanboys are like, this is gonna turn out shitty. I don't know why you implementing fucking multiplayer, bro.
Why is it always the fan?
They're also mad that it's going
Because
to
fanboys
PC.
don't like change.
What'd you say, Paige?
They're also mad that it's going to PC as well.
I'm not mad
Or
about.
that's rumor going
I'm
PC.
fucking
Fair.
hype about that.
Y'all-
Like,
Y'all mad? Y'all beautiful game gonna look more beautiful?
you imagine your beautiful game
Yes.
is gonna get exposed to more people?
Y'all mad that it's gonna have RTX support probably?
Are you mad that you could possibly get fucking mods? I know the first mod a weird nigga finna get is a nude mod of Aloy. Like that.
Yep.
I know some niggas gonna be happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't really care for I know we just talked about Xbox having exclusives, but if everything is
What
on everything,
exclusives?
I'm more fine with that than like Xbox having more exclusives.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm cool with. I'm
Again,
just
what
mainly cool
exclusives?
with.
They
Yeah.
need to, otherwise their company's gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like, if you
No,
do it,
Microsoft has Windows. They're alright.
if you do what PlayStation
That's fair.
does, I feel like if Xbox does what PlayStation does, they'll be fine. Like PlayStation with some of their exclusives, there'll be a limited exclusives. So like for a certain amount of time, for like a year or so or something like that, and then they'll put them on like PlayStation or put them on other consoles or some shit like that, right? And I feel like
Yeah.
personally that's a good idea because when a game first comes out, you're the only place that they can get it, and then the
Right.
people that just didn't buy it, then you can actually
Well,
they get to play it eventually.
I'm gonna be honest. That's a terrible idea. That's bad.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that idea at all. Let me explain. Um, timed exclusivity. I don't think. I feel like it angers more people than it like encourages people to go buy the console because then people are just like, so you've made the game and all you really have to do is switch the commands, and you already plan to do that, but you're not doing that for like a paycheck.
I mean,
We'll see it.
like, I guess like from that standpoint, yeah, but I feel like even if like let's say like Xbox makes a fucking exclusive, right? And it is exclusive to Xbox, but you can still get it on PC. I feel like I don't know. I feel like with that,
Do we even count that as an exclusive anymore, though?
yeah, that's what
No,
I'm
not
saying.
'cause
Like,
it's
is
not
that still?
exclusive.
But then again, not a lot of niggas. Well, I mean, a lot of people do play PC, but there's more, I think, console players than PC players.
Oh yes.
So like, at that, it's not
Yeah.
an exclusive, but you still get more sales on console.
Right.
Like if you add like, let's say Xbox, PS4, and Switch players, it's probably gonna be more
Yeah.
than PC.
Yeah,
Because the consoles don't cost upwards of $1,000 to be good.
Correct.
yeah.
Which is
And
why
also-
1.5K.
Also, I
PC is
wanted
gonna
to
be
add
big.
the fact that I wanted to add the fact that I don't think people are gonna like see a timed exclusive and be like, I'm gonna spend $200 and an extra $60 for the console and the game rather than waiting and just paying $60 for the game.
Sorry, that was my chair.
Well, the thing is like, I personally assume that most people are kind of like myself, probably have. I mean, not a lot of people have more than two consoles, but I just assume more people have more than two consoles or more than one console, I should say. So, let's say like you have a fucking Switch or something, an exclusive comes out for. Let's say we got another Ratchet and Clank game, right? And then a year later, they're saying that they're releasing it for the fucking Switch.
So basically,
if-
like Cuphead.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I understand not going ahead and going to buy a fucking console for one fucking game.
Right. Well, exclusives aren't supposed to be that. They're supposed to be like a fucking like a worm on a hook saying, "Hey, come buy our shit, and we have this."
Yeah,
Ooh, you almost
but they have more shit than that though. I don't know. It's a weird
They-
subject.
Microsoft has so much potential to make a good console, but they just don't.
They put all their resources into Minecraft.
This is why I hope this next Xbox is going to be actually pretty decent because I was actually contemplating on probably buying it, but I have to see more about
You
it.
about to buy a mini
Like, how-
fridge?
How does Microsoft own fucking Rareware and hasn't done shit with it?
Yeah.
Do you see what they did to the last fucking?
I know what happened with Banjo Nuts and Bolts. Nigga.
That is terrible.
They said, "Oh yeah, let me buy Rare and dip."
You know what? They got Rare, and one of the first things they made them niggas do is make fucking avatars for Xbox.
That's
Yeah,
such
you're
a
not-
hell.
That's not cat.
Imagine,
Like what's
imagine having such a great company that has Banjo Kazooie, fucking old ass Donkey Kong games, and then you just like, "Oh yeah, make some avatars for us." Like, nah, that's not worth
I
the
think-
money for.
I think the big problem is Microsoft is like really. I'm not trying to say they're money hungry. I'm trying to say that
No,
they're
they're money hungry.
Nah, they're not EA.
Yeah, they're not EA yet, but they're pretty fucking close.
Shit, a lot of niggas that play EA games play them on Xbox, so they are.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I think the big problem is they're like afraid to go and invest money into their exclusives and try and get them give them resources to actually make a good game.
Yeah.
So, like, if it ain't broke, that's what their motto is.
If it ain't broke,
secretly.
don't fix it. But don't definitely don't fix the broke shit.
Yeah,
If it ain't broke, just charge more for it.
exactly.
A quote by EA.
All right. Shit, we've been talking about this for a minute.
Yeah, we've been on this one for a fucking.
Bro, I'm enjoying this week.
I know.
I'm enjoying it too.
It's a good conversation.
But I gotta try to
We're
go
gonna
to the
talk
next
about
topic.
the Five Nights at Freddy's one, right?
We could talk about that too.
Sure,
There's not
why
really
not?
much to talk
Yeah.
about. There's not really much to talk about. I'm just
And
asking,
these last two topics are just kind of our opinions on things.
yeah,
Right.
like I'm mainly just wondering, like, why the fuck is it still alive? I get like lore aspects, but like,
Right.
who is really sitting here hype as fuck for the next Five Nights at Freddy's game?
Just yes! I can't wait for the new FNAF game.
Yeah, like I'm really like this. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is
It
really
is 13-year-olds
little
that are
Timmy.
just getting in puberty. Right?
You know what?
only
That sounds
only
so
people
true.
I can understand is fucking like niggas like fucking Corey Kenshin or something like that. Of course they make money off of playing that shit. I'll be
I'm
hyped for
sorry,
it too.
but who is Corey Kenshin? I don't remember YouTubers that don't upload for like fucking 6 months.
Shit, he left for a whole like fucking year and a half once, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
This man is just be like, oh yeah, no more breaks. Uploads one video. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later.
Like, he uploaded 100 videos and said, "Yo, fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, I was mad as shit during one of his breaks. He just randomly uploaded a Pokemon Go video and then
Dipped again.
I was over at your house when that shit happened too, Drew. We was hyping shit. We're like, oh shit, he's back.
Oh yeah.
And then we waited like 3 months for that nigga to come back again.
Damn,
Like,
bro.
man, fuck this dude.
That's it, yeah. So real quick,
Mhm.
I guess we're moving on to the last topic. I want to know, what music are y'all listening to right now? Who are some of your favorite artists, and why do you like them right now?
Okay.
We can start with you, Caleb.
All right. Oh, I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of rappers. I listen to a lot of EDM. Some of my favorite artists right now is JID, Ski Mask, just because they be spitting bars. It's pretty simple.
No.
Correct.
All right. I'd say for me, I listen to nigga Caleb. You already know, like I listen to fucking everything. I mainly listen to rap though. I need to get close to my mic. I mainly listen to fucking rap though. But rappers I listen to Juice WRLD, X, Ski, G.I.D.,
No, you've been listening to Tokyo's Revenge.
Tokyo's Revenge. Shit, I've been listening to fucking a little bit of Tech Nine.
What is Tokyo's
For real?
Revenge?
Tokyo's Revenge. He's this rapper that's blowing up right now.
The Simps would call him an X clone. I call him Art.
Yeah, he has a fucking South Floridian type of vibe. So like a lot of niggas, as soon as you sound like any Florida nigga, you're an ex clone. Shit,
Soon as
you
you
fucking
start-
cut out.
soon
As soon as you start making South Floridian
you-
music, you're a fucking
As
ex
soon as
clone.
you start screaming no over a bass, over a beat with a lot of bass, you're instantly an X clone. No
Correct.
exceptions.
Yeah,
at all.
Apparently.
yeah, it's just I don't know, but I listen to him.
I'm gonna try that.
He's pretty good. You ever heard of a dude named Joey Trap?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey.
Okay, he's friends with him. They made like what 3 songs together now?
Yeah.
It's
No.
been a
They have a
couple
whole EP together.
Yeah, you
They
right.
have a whole EP together.
Yeah, and they're all fire.
Yeah, it's like fucking like 6 songs or 5 songs or something like that.
Yeah, where Joey isn't just memeing the whole time.
Yeah, I listen to like one fucking Smoke Perp song. It's just Audi 2.
The hook goes, I don't want friends, I want Audis too.
I listen to, as of recent, I don't listen to a lot of EDM just because EDM kind of fell off for me. I still like it, but there's not a lot of
Okay.
artists that I like now.
The big problem is a lot of niggas started riding a new wave, and the new wave is complete dog shit.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
The only niggas who are still good are the niggas who actually stuck to their old shit.
Yeah.
Correct.
I listen to a lot of K-pop now, and I recently got back on my like anime and my like fucking like Japanese rock wave.
K-pop stan alert. K-pop stan alert.
I mean, I ain't no stan, but I definitely fuck the shit out of Jenny from fucking Blackpink, nigga. Hit me up if you watching this. I bet you not, but still.
I'm about to get an email right now saying,
Korean.
"Oh yeah, I heard what you said."
Korean subtitles.
We had to use Google Translate.
I
She
mean,
probably didn't even hear what you said. She probably thought you said something about fucking her cat.
son, nigga, I don't even know. Anyways,
cat?
nah, I'm not Shane Dawson. Anyways. That's what I've been listening to, bro. What about you, Paige?
Recently it's mostly been, I'm gonna be honest, it's mostly been Roddy Rich's album, Antisocial.
That nigga had the
I
box
think-
on repeat.
The whole album all the way through. I like every single song. I'm gonna be honest. My favorite off of it is War Baby. That shit is so crazy.
Right.
If you haven't heard War Baby, you said what?
Go ahead. I'm just gonna. That's a closing statement I was gonna do
Okay.
for this topic.
War Baby is really good. There's a choir in it, and it sounds amazing. Recently, there's this artist named 070 Shake that released an album called Modus Vivendi. It had a single on it that was called Guilty Conscience. That was very like 80s aesthetic inspired. I listened to the album and it's really good. There's that's not the only sound on the album, but the sound on the album is still really good.
Send that in the chat. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
Okay. Oh, also 070 Shake. To prepare for this album, I listened to her previous album or mixtape called Glitter, which was also really good. My favorites from it are Somebody Like Me and Stranger, which are both really dope.
Yeah.
Also Earth Gang is really good. I discovered them pretty recently
Earth Gang
through
is
their through the I listened to the Revenge of the Dreamers 3 album, and I heard Swivel, and I went to their album, and their shit, like the song Up, that shit is insane. There's so many like it sounds nothing like anything out right now. It's so like maximalist. Like there's so many sounds happening, but it all sounds like great together.
Right.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out, definitely, though.
That Revenge of the Dreamers 3 is a dope album, and the extended edition is great.
I like the artwork on the director's cut one. That looks actually pretty fire.
Yeah. And The Circus by Mick Jenkins. I listened to it once. It was good. I need to listen to it again. But that was good from first listen.
You just say you listen to a nigga named Mick Jenkins. What?
Big
Yeah.
Yo.
He's from Chicago.
Damn, what the
His music's good. His music's really good.
You just got loud as shit to me for
It's
no
like
reason.
more that it's very like soulful, like kind of Chicago rap.
I'm sorry for cutting
and-
you off though, but I'm looking at my Spotify right now. I see an album called Jesus Said Run It Back by Lil Booty Call.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I cannot make this up.
That sounds like some shit Zach Fox would say.
Facts.
Correct.
I mean,
Album by a new artist named Pop Smoke,
Mm-hmm.
who his album Meet the Woo is dope. But yeah, that's all for me. What about you, Rose?
Damn. I'm listening to a lot of music. I don't
How
know.
the fuck did a nigga named Lil Booty Hole get a song featuring Juicy J?
she just said run it back.
And Gold Link.
How long it been since Juicy J made a song? What the
I
fuck?
don't even know.
That's a good question. Anyway, getting back on topic, I listen to a lot of music. Probably me and Paige are pretty even on how much music we listen to. Like I'm listening to a couple albums. I'm listening to Die for My Bitch by Baby Keem. I'm listening to All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Yeah, that's a title. By
I need to
JPEG
listen to
Mafia.
that. I need
That's
to
a
listen to that.
great
That was
album.
good.
No, sorry, it's according to JPEG. I'm listening to some rock too, or actually alternative, some by Tame Impala. I'm even going back to like
I've been listening to Tame Impala a lot. The Currents album, I've been listening to that a lot.
I'm waiting for I think his new album called Lost Night Lost yesterday. I think the Slow Rush. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But like the fact is like music's so diverse though. And you have to realize that though,
Right.
because it's just hard to like have a favorite album nowadays though. Like I'm listening to Brockhampton and all that because I'm going back to all their old songs and shit.
Oh, real quick. Sorry to cut you off. I completely forgot to add somebody to my list, nigga. Playboy fucking Cardi.
Oh, of course.
Alright, continue.
Listen to Josh A, Jake Hill. Caleb knows who that is. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
That's the dude who made a PewDiePie's outro.
He said that's the dude that makes PewDiePie's outro.
That's right.
that one outro where that nigga was spitting bars about PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I think if like an album I just recommend, probably listen to All My Heroes Are Cornballs by JPEG Mafia. I think that's just an album that you probably wouldn't really expect just how it sounds though.
Yeah, that sounds like some straight meme coonery shit.
Like as of recent.
I mean, let's look at some of these things. The first song is called Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought, so
Yeah.
and that song is fire.
As of recent though, like I've been like wanting to make music, and I've been trying to find beats to like, cause I don't want to make some shit that sounds like everyone else's. I kind of want to have my own shit, but like, it is so like I don't know how to make beats, and I don't know anyone who makes beats. You know how hard it is to try
I
to
know a
find
couple
actually.
people who make beats, and that shit is fucking ridiculous. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, you know how
Music
hard it is to
theory
find a
is
fucking beat
incredibly hard to grasp.
on YouTube, nigga.
Speaking of niggas that, we talked about this, Caleb and Jay. We're talking about, oh yeah, we got free beats, and it's like, nah, you gotta pay for that.
Oh yeah, remember the fuck off doing that shit.
They're like, it's a free beat, but you know, if you want to get any money from it, you know. you
Nah,
gotta
it's a
pay for
free
it.
trial. What are you talking about?
Better not get no money from it. I'ma sue your ass.
Uh-huh. On God, if 20 niggas watch that shit on SoundCloud, and you get just a slight bit of, if you get a penny, nigga.
Suing your shit.
And you can just sue them for false advertising for that. Don't put free beat in the title if you have to pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And it's some whack shit.
some bullshit. I think that's all for today. Is that all for today?
I guess so.
All right.
Fellas,
We can end it here.
All right.
Was that like 40 minutes? That's good.
Yeah, about 40
fellas, I
45 minutes.
enjoyed this podcast a lot. I feel like we've fucking grown a little bit, even though we only had 2 episodes now.
We've grown so much in this week.
It is, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. First episode, bro, fucking like 30-something views and 9 subs, bro. Thank y'all, niggas.
Thank
you guys
you
are
very
beautiful.
much.
You guys are beautiful.
Y'all, to everyone here, Sly and Skills, if you listen to this, y'all better promote that shit, even though you're not here.
That's what I'm saying. So, thank you guys for watching.
Next time.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys for
stay
watching. This is Bad Input. A bunch of niggas with bad input. I am Takumi. Takumi Senpai on YouTube and at Senpai Takumi on Twitter and Instagram. Our links in the description will be down below. You guys can go ahead and say your social medias real quick. Let's start with you, Paige.
I'm Uncolored Page. I'm Uncolored Page on YouTube. I'm close to hitting 1,000 on there, and when I do, I have something special. Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, all your clout as soon as you hit 1,000.
Like,
I'm
nah, I
gonna
got all the clout.
do a Q&A, but with the sauces from Hot Ones, which is gonna be dope.
Oh boy,
That's gonna be fucking crazy. That shit is gonna hurt.
you're right.
But that, and I have a couple of videos planned. And if you want to follow any of that, my Twitter is Uncolored P, Instagram's Uncolored Page, YouTube Uncolored Page, and sometimes I write too. I write for All Nerds, and that's on forallnerds.com and shit like that. And I do interviews and shit over there too.
All right. What about you, Caleb?
I am Pixel. On YouTube, man, Pixel was here. Now, I promise I'll actually start making videos again soon. Haven't done that in a minute.
You not.
We blame the laptop.
Nah, I blame myself for that fully.
All right.
I'm not
I
gonna
was trying to
divert
help
that
you
one.
there. I was trying to
Nah.
help you.
And on Twitter, Pixel the homie, I just retweet a bunch of bullshit, honestly. And I Just roast niggas on the daily, pretty much. That's about it.
Oh, you Rose.
Tyler. That nigga died.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at Twitter. All right, my name's Ty, or Rose Pink on Twitter. Rose Pink on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm trying to do YouTube, but I'm trying to still get some things figured out.
His PC's
That's
shitty,
art.
so he's building a PC.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what it is. I stream or try to stream almost every week, but I'm failing because I am a nigga. Anyway, R0SCPINK _ on Twitter. Same thing except for the underscore on YouTube, and my streaming channel where you can find my full streams shit is Rose is streaming. But yeah, I think that's about it for me plugging my shit because I'm desperate here.
All right, guys.
Please give me just a droplet of clout. I need.
Please give me
to
drop
sustain
of
myself.
clout.
No.
Spare
It's spit in your mouth,
clout.
you said?
Spare clown.
You said spit in your mouth. What?
Y'all niggas weird. I'm
That's what I'm
leaving.
saying. Anyways, thank y'all for watching the
You
second
asked for a drop
episode.
of clout.
He really did
He
left.
really leave.
Thank you guys for
And he came
watching
back.
the second episode of Bad Input. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll be back next week. Peace.
Can I actually say what I was gonna say at the beginning?
Yes.
If this video doesn't hit 200 billion likes, I'm